Hi guys, today on Divas Can Cook, we are taking this sweet potato pie filling. We're gonna stuff it in this homemade buttery flaky pie crust and we are making fried sweet potato pies. You guys are gonna love this one. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is place our sweet potatoes into a food processor. I cook these in the microwave. You can cook them in the oven. Just get them cooked up, okay? I'm gonna add this to my food processor. You may have to work in batches if your food processor is kind of tiny like mine. I'm gonna add in a little bit of half and half just to get this filling nice and creamy and smooth. And go ahead and just process that. Let me tell you, I am going to always do this to my sweet potato pie fillings because it gets rid of all those strings and stuff. So yeah, the food processor, yeah, that's a ticket. Okay, so go ahead and place this filling into a large bowl, and now we can start adding in all of those yummy spices and stuff. First, I'm gonna add in some melted butter. Just regular old unsalted melted butter. Go ahead and stir that butter in, and now I'm going to add in my sugars. I am using some granulated sugar and some brown sugar because I like those too in my sweet potato filling. It just, yeah, it works. But you can add in other stuff. You want to add in some maple, add that in there, honey. You want to add in a splash of citrus, go ahead and do it. All right, now I'm going to add in some cinnamon and some nutmeg. If you want to add clove, dude, you can do it because this filling is so versatile. Give it a taste and get it tasting exactly how you like your filling to taste, okay? You can't lose. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in a little bit of vanilla extract, of course, gotta have that. And because I like for my filling to be a little bit more thicker than this, I'm going to add in some cornstarch. That will thicken everything up beautifully. So just dump that cornstarch in, give it a stir until it is well combined, and then we're done. Yay! We can go ahead and just move on to the, look at it, it's so creamy. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next step, which is our pie crust. A very basic crust here. I have some flour going into a bowl. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt, dump that in, stir it around. Then we're gonna add in some butter and some butter flavored shortening because you already know I love that little duo. Get yourself a little pastry cutter and just cut that in until the mixture resembles large crumbs. Okay, that looks good, perfect. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of really cold water. Very basic, I told you, very basic, but really good. And once you get all that stirred up, we're gonna go ahead and just turn this dough out onto our surface here. And we're gonna kind of knead it a little bit just to get everything combined, all that flour incorporated so that we have a nice, soft, uniform piece of pie crust dough. All right, that looks good. Look at that. That's how it should look, like that. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna wrap this in some plastic wrap, place it in the fridge for at least an hour. If you have longer, do it, but at least an hour. Okay, so now I'm going to divide my chilled dough into 10 even-sized balls. If you want to make these like little bite-sized fried pies, you can make it smaller, but I like this size right here. So I'm going to take each ball of dough, I'm going to flatten it out to about a 6-inch circle. I was going to say rectangle. And now we're going to place some filling into the center of this. And you're going to have plenty of filling left over. So if you want to add more, you can add more, but just don't overstuff it because then you're going to have a hard time getting them to seal up. Okay, go ahead and fold that dough over. Make sure you really press those ends together because you don't want it to open up while it's in that hot oil. So I like to get a fork and just kind of crimp it around. You can actually fold it if you want to make it look prettier. Okay, my oil is really hot, so I'm going to go ahead and drop these into my hot oil. This will not take long to cook at all. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, maybe. Not long at all before they're nice and golden like this. I like them to be like this color. You can fry them up to they're darker, but I like this golden color right here. Place them on a cooling rack, let them cool off, and then we're going to add some glaze, a very basic glaze of just powdered sugar, some milk, vanilla, and salt. Boom, that's it. And of course, the full recipe is on my blog. I like to brush them front and back twice. I let it dry, I brush them, let it dry, flip it over, brush the other side, and then go back and do it again because I like it to have that nice, nice little coating of that glaze on there. It's so good. And you guys, let me tell you, I like these fried sweet potato pies better than regular sweet potato pie. I know, like I never thought I'd see today. Well, I'd say that, but I do. They are so good and, something different. So give it a try and let me know how you like it. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. All right, later.